You're finally sleeping soundly, and out of nowhere, bam, a sharp pain shoots through your calf and jolts you awake. Sound familiar? Those nasty leg cramps aren't just random. They're your body trying to tell you something. But here's the good news. With just a few smart food choices and simple daily habits, you can stop them from happening ever again. If you've ever been woken up in the middle of the night by a leg cramp, you know just how sharp and surprising that pain can be. It grabs your calf like a vice, and suddenly you're wide awake, rubbing your leg, and wondering what just happened. For a lot of older adults, this isn't a one-time thing. It becomes a nightly visitor, and that's not only uncomfortable, it's exhausting. But here's the thing. Leg cramps aren't just a normal part of aging. They're usually a sign that something in your daily habits, what you eat, how you move, even how much water you drink, is off balance. And the best part? Most of the time, it's fixable. In this video, we're going to share 10 simple, science-backed food and lifestyle tips that can help you finally stop leg cramps for good. These are easy things you can do right at home. No expensive treatments, no complicated routines. Whether you're dealing with cramps at night in bed, during a walk, or even just sitting on the couch, these strategies are tailored for your body, your age, and your lifestyle. Because you deserve to feel comfortable in your own body again, especially when you're just trying to rest. You're going to learn how certain foods like spinach, bananas, and even a pinch of salt can change how your muscles behave. You'll discover how your medications, your shoes, and even your favorite cup of coffee might be making things worse. And you'll get real, practical advice you can start using today, not someday. Now, just a quick reminder. This video is for educational purposes only and should not replace professional medical advice. Always talk to your healthcare provider before making changes to your diet or medications. That said, we'd love to hear from you. Have you been dealing with leg cramps lately? Which of these tips do you think might help the most? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to stick around. Tip number 6 surprises a lot of people. Tip number 1, eat more magnesium-rich foods. One of the most overlooked reasons seniors experience leg cramps is a simple yet widespread deficiency in magnesium. This essential mineral is responsible for more than 300 biochemical reactions in your body. But when it comes to muscle health, its most important job is helping your muscles relax. Without enough magnesium, your muscles can become overexcited, leading to those sharp, painful cramps that sneak up on you in the middle of the night or while you're just sitting still. This is especially common in older adults, as magnesium absorption decreases with age and certain medications, like diuretics or proton pump inhibitors, can deplete magnesium levels even further. That means even if you're eating fairly well, your body might not be absorbing or holding onto enough of this crucial mineral to keep your muscles calm. To begin boosting your magnesium intake, start with a few small but powerful changes in your daily meals. Leafy greens like spinach, Swiss chard, and kale are excellent sources, and they can easily be added to your omelets, soups, or even smoothies if you prefer something cold. Nuts and seeds are also magnesium powerhouses. Pumpkin seeds, almonds, cashews, and sunflower seeds can be tossed on a salad or eaten as a simple snack with a slice of fruit. Whole grains like brown rice, oatmeal, and quinoa add even more magnesium, while being gentle on digestion and friendly to blood sugar. And don't forget about legumes such as black beans, lentils, and chickpeas, which are fantastic not only for magnesium, but also for fiber and heart health, a big bonus for seniors looking to manage cholesterol or digestion. If cooking every day isn't easy for you, you can also try making larger portions of magnesium-rich meals and storing them in the fridge or freezer for easy access. Try prepping a big pot of lentil soup or a spinach and black bean casserole that you can reheat anytime. The key is to make it simple enough that you'll actually stick with it. If chewing raw greens is difficult, lightly sautéing them can make them softer and easier to digest without losing their nutritional value. You could also explore magnesium-rich frozen meals or vegetable medleys at the grocery store. Just keep an eye on the sodium levels if you're watching your blood pressure. Now, you might be wondering if magnesium supplements are a good idea. For some people, especially those who struggle to meet their needs through food alone, a magnesium supplement can be helpful. But it's important to talk to your doctor first. Not all forms of magnesium are created equal. Magnesium citrate and magnesium glycinate tend to be more easily absorbed and gentler on the stomach than other types, such as magnesium oxide, which can cause bloating or diarrhea in higher doses. In fact, research from the National Institutes of Health suggests that adults over 60 are more likely to have insufficient magnesium intake, so it's worth asking about your levels at your next checkup. However, too much magnesium can interfere with medications or cause digestive discomfort, so don't start supplements without guidance. One more thing to keep in mind. Alcohol and caffeine can interfere with how your body uses magnesium. So if you're someone who enjoys a few cups of coffee a day or an evening glass of wine, that might be reducing your magnesium stores more than you think. Simply cutting back a bit or balancing your intake with extra water and magnesium-rich foods can make a noticeable difference over time. Even choosing herbal tea or water flavored with lemon or cucumber in the evenings can help you stay hydrated and retain more magnesium naturally. There's also a strong connection between magnesium and sleep. Research has shown that magnesium helps regulate neurotransmitters and melatonin, which are key to your sleep cycle. Better sleep alone can reduce the likelihood of nighttime cramps. And magnesium is the mineral that ties both of those benefits together. So if you're someone who struggles with both leg cramps and poor sleep, this is a win-win strategy. It supports deeper rest, calmer nerves, and relaxed muscles, all without the grogginess of some sleep aids. It's amazing what happens when your body gets what it needs. By gradually increasing your magnesium intake through whole foods, paying attention to how you prepare your meals, and being mindful of your lifestyle habits, you're setting the stage for calmer muscles, fewer cramps, and better overall health. There's no quick fix, but there's a steady, proven path to relief, and it starts with your plate. So the next time you're at the grocery store, take a moment to toss a bag of spinach, a can of black beans, or a small tub of pumpkin seeds into your cart. It's a simple step, but one that could mean the difference between a peaceful night's sleep and waking up in pain. And remember, small steps add up, especially when they're working with your body, not against it. Tip number 2, stay properly hydrated. Staying properly hydrated might sound like a simple habit, but when it comes to stopping leg cramps, it's one of the most powerful tools in your daily routine. Muscles need fluid and electrolytes, like sodium, potassium, and magnesium, to contract and relax the way they're supposed to. When you don't drink enough water, or your electrolytes are out of balance, your muscles can start misfiring. That's when you get those sharp, painful cramps that strike without warning, especially at night or after even mild physical activity. For older adults, this is even more of a concern because your body's natural thirst response becomes less accurate with age. You may not feel thirsty, but your body still needs hydration to function. And when the body's low on water, the muscles are often the first to suffer. This tip is especially crucial for those who take diuretics, often called water pills. These medications are commonly prescribed for high blood pressure or heart issues and can pull water and critical minerals out of your body more quickly than you realize. That's why hydration for seniors isn't just about drinking any liquid. It's about replacing what your body truly needs to stay in balance. Electrolyte imbalance is one of the top triggers for muscle cramps. So if you're taking medication or you've been sweating more than usual due to heat or activity, replenishing those minerals is just as important as sipping water. To start improving your hydration today, keep a refillable water bottle with you in places where you spend the most time, next to your bed, your favorite chair, in the car, or near the TV remote. Sometimes just seeing the bottle reminds you to take a few sips. If plain water isn't appealing, try adding a slice of lemon, cucumber, or even a few fresh mint leaves to give it a light, refreshing flavor. Herbal teas like chamomile, ginger, or peppermint are also great options, especially in the evening. Not only do they count toward your daily fluid intake, but they can also help your body relax. A bonus if you try to wind down before bedtime. Foods can also play a surprising role in keeping you hydrated. Many fruits and vegetables are naturally high in water. Watermelon, cucumbers, strawberries, oranges, lettuce, and celery all provide fluid and vitamins at the same time. A small bowl of fruit salad or a crunchy veggie snack can make a big impact without making you feel like you're constantly drinking. Soups and broths are another gentle way to increase hydration, especially if chewing is difficult or you're feeling under the weather. If you're someone who enjoys a light walk or spend time gardening or doing housework, drink a glass of water both before and after your activity. Even mild movement increases fluid loss through sweat, and staying ahead of that loss can prevent cramps before they start. If your muscles feel sore or tight afterward, try sipping coconut water or an electrolyte drink with no added sugar. These beverages replace potassium and sodium gently, which helps muscles stay relaxed and nourished. Now, it's important to be aware that not all drinks help hydration. Caffeinated beverages like coffee, cola, and even some teas can act as diuretics, meaning they cause your body to lose water. Alcohol has a similar effect and can sneakily contribute to dehydration over time. We're not saying you have to give up your favorite drinks, but balance is key. For every cup of coffee or glass of wine, try to follow it up with an equal amount of water. That small habit can go a long way in keeping your muscles happier and your nights more restful. Paying attention to signs of dehydration can also help you catch issues early. If your mouth feels dry, you feel more tired than usual, or your urine is dark yellow instead of light straw-colored, those are red flags that you need more fluids. In fact, some people get leg cramps as their only obvious warning sign that they're low on water or electrolytes. Don't wait for the pain to show up. Stay ahead of it by drinking steadily throughout the day. This is especially important during warmer months or when spending time outside, as the heat pulls moisture from your body faster than you might notice. At bedtime, sipping a small glass of water about 30 to 60 minutes before sleep can support your fluid levels overnight. You don't want to overdo it and end up making frequent bathroom trips, but even a few ounces can make a difference. Some seniors swear by adding a pinch of pink Himalayan salt or a splash of unsweetened coconut water to their nighttime drink to gently replenish electrolytes while they sleep. These tiny adjustments may sound simple, but they often result in fewer wake-up cramps and more peaceful sleep. Staying hydrated isn't just about preventing muscle cramps. It's a cornerstone of overall health. Proper hydration helps keep your joints lubricated, your digestion regular, your energy stable, and your brain clear. For seniors, that can mean fewer falls, fewer dizzy spells, and fewer medication side effects. It doesn't require a drastic change to your routine, just a mindful approach to how and what you drink. Start with one habit today, like keeping a water glass near your favorite chair or enjoying a juicy orange with breakfast. Small steps, repeated daily, are what make the biggest difference. So if you've been dealing with leg cramps and looking for a natural solution that doesn't involve pills or complicated treatments, this one's a no-brainer. Hydration is your silent ally. Easy, affordable, and incredibly effective. Once your body is properly fueled and balanced, you may be surprised by how quickly those cramps start to fade into the background. Remember, water may not seem exciting, but for your muscles, it's nothing short of magic. Tip number 3. Try a daily banana potassium boost. Let's talk about one of the simplest and tastiest ways to fight off leg cramps: eating a banana a day. Now, this might sound too easy to be true, but bananas are packed with potassium, a mineral your muscles depend on to contract and relax smoothly. When potassium levels drop, your muscles can become overly sensitive, misfire during rest, or seize up during movement. And that's when those dreaded cramps kick in. This becomes even more important as we get older because aging, certain medications, and changes in kidney function can throw off the body's natural potassium balance. For many older adults, the solution to painful leg cramps could be sitting right in the fruit bowl. One medium banana has about 400 to 450 milligrams of potassium, making it a gentle, natural way to start restoring that balance every single day. The reason potassium is such a game changer is because of how it works at the cellular level. Every time your muscles move, whether you're stretching your legs, getting up from a chair, or even rolling over in bed, electrical signals travel from your nerves to your muscles. Potassium helps regulate those signals, ensuring they don't overfire or misfire. Without enough potassium, muscles can become jumpy or stiff. And if you're on medications like certain diuretics or blood pressure pills, such as furosemide or hydrochlorothiazide, you may be losing more potassium through your urine than your diet can keep up with. That's why a banana is more than just a snack. It's a tool to keep your muscles calm and ready for action. Adding a banana to your daily routine couldn't be easier. You can have it in the morning sliced over oatmeal or cereal. Enjoy it as a mid-morning snack with a handful of almonds, or even blend it into a smoothie with a little Greek yogurt and cinnamon. Some people even mash bananas on toast with a sprinkle of chia seeds for a potassium-rich breakfast that's also high in fiber. If you're not a fan of bananas or want a little variety, don't worry. Other foods are excellent sources of potassium too. Sweet potatoes, avocados, white beans, spinach, and even oranges can offer a similar benefit. But bananas are portable, affordable, and naturally pre-packaged, making them an ideal go-to. It's important to remember that when you're increasing your potassium intake, you want to do it gradually and naturally. Too much potassium from supplements can be risky, especially for people with kidney issues, but when you get it from food, your body processes it in a much safer and more controlled way. Most healthy older adults need about 2,600 to 3,400 milligrams of potassium per day, and yet studies show many fall short of that. This shortfall can add up over time and lead to a whole list of muscle and nerve-related issues, not just cramps, but also fatigue and even irregular heart rhythms. The good news is, just adding one banana a day can close that gap significantly without the need for complicated meal plans or pills. There's another bonus here, too. Bananas also contain a bit of magnesium and vitamin B6, both of which play supportive roles in muscle function and nerve health. Vitamin B6 helps the body absorb and use magnesium and potassium more effectively, making the banana a surprisingly well-rounded package for muscle health. And if you're the kind of person who tends to get hungry between meals, bananas offer a slow-releasing source of energy that can help you avoid the blood sugar crashes that sometimes lead to restlessness or discomfort, which can indirectly make leg cramps worse. Let's say you're not big on eating a whole banana by itself. No problem. You can slice half into a bowl of low-sugar cereal and the other half into a fruit salad later in the day. Or freeze them and blend with a little milk to make a creamy, ice cream-like treat. The idea here is to make it work for you. No stress, no complicated recipes, just an easy, natural step toward better muscle health. If you're watching your sugar intake due to diabetes or other concerns, bananas can still be part of your diet in moderation. Just aim for a small to medium-sized banana and pair it with a bit of protein or fat, like peanut butter or a few walnuts, to help keep your blood sugar stable. One important note: always check with your doctor or dietitian if you have kidney disease or other conditions that affect potassium levels. For some people, too much potassium can be dangerous, but for most healthy seniors, especially those on potassium-depleting medications, adding more potassium-rich foods is not only safe but recommended. In fact, the American Heart Association emphasizes potassium's role in blood pressure control and muscle function, both of which tie directly into your leg cramp experience. When you look at the full picture, a banana isn't just a fruit. It's a daily insurance policy for your muscles. It's easy to grab, doesn't require any cooking or prep, and packs a powerful punch when it comes to protecting you from those unpredictable nighttime spasms. So if you've ever found yourself suddenly sitting up in bed, clutching your leg, wondering what just happened, think about what you had for dinner or breakfast. Was there any potassium on your plate? If not, that's your sign. Add a banana tomorrow and the next day and see if your muscles start to settle down. Many seniors report fewer cramps within just a few days of upping their potassium. And that simple change could be the peace your legs have been begging for. Tip number 4, stretch before bed. There's something deeply calming about a good stretch at the end of the day. And for many seniors who deal with leg cramps, that simple act of stretching before bed could be the missing key to a cramp-free night. This tip may seem basic at first, but it's one of the most powerful lifestyle changes you can make, and science backs it up. The reason stretching works is because it directly impacts your muscles' flexibility and blood flow. As we age, muscles tend to become tighter and shorter if we're not actively using and stretching them. That tightness leads to reduced circulation and a higher risk of muscle spasms, especially at night when blood flow naturally slows and the body is at rest. A consistent nightly stretch routine helps to loosen up your leg muscles, increase blood circulation, and signal to your nervous system that it's time to relax. This is useful because one of the most common causes of leg cramps in older adults is muscle fatigue and stiffness, two issues that regular stretching helps prevent. To get the benefits, you don't need to do anything complicated or acrobatic. In fact, the simpler and more gentle, the better. Start with a basic calf stretch. Stand about an arm's length from a wall, place your hands on the wall, and step one leg back, keeping it straight with your heel flat on the floor while bending the front knee. You should feel a nice, mild stretch in the back leg's calf muscle. Hold it for 30 seconds, then switch legs. You can also try a seated hamstring stretch. Sit at the edge of a sturdy chair, extend one leg straight out with the heel on the ground and toes pointing up, then lean forward slightly from your hips, not your back, until you feel a gentle pull in the back of your thigh. Again, hold it for about 30 seconds, then switch sides. These movements might seem small, but they help lengthen and relax muscles that are commonly affected by cramps, especially at night. Stretching before bed also helps transition your body from an active, alert state into a restful, recovery state. This matters more than you might think. During sleep, your body performs critical repair work on muscles and nerves. But if your muscles go to bed tight, they're more likely to spasm. By doing a short stretch routine, you're priming your muscles to fully relax, improving the quality of your sleep, and reducing the risk of being jolted awake by a painful Charlie horse. And let's be honest, once a leg cramp strikes in the middle of the night, it can throw off your entire rest, leaving you groggy and sore the next day. Preventing that disruption is well worth a few minutes of light movement. Another benefit to stretching is that it can become a calming ritual, a way to signal to your mind and body that the day is done and it's time to wind down. If you pair your stretches with deep breathing or soft music, you can enhance this effect even more. This kind of mind-body connection isn't just good for your sleep. It's been shown in studies to lower stress hormones like cortisol, which can also contribute to muscle tension when elevated. So while your main goal might be avoiding cramps, what you're really doing is setting up a healthier, calmer environment for your whole body. One thing to keep in mind is consistency. Just like brushing your teeth, stretching works best when it becomes part of your nightly routine. Even 5 minutes a night can make a noticeable difference. You don't need to wait until you feel tight or sore. In fact, it's better to stretch when your muscles feel okay, as this keeps them flexible and reduces the chance they'll tighten up in the first place. Over time, you'll probably notice other benefits too: better posture, easier movement, and maybe even fewer aches during the day. Some people also like to combine stretching with other nighttime habits for extra benefit. For instance, doing your stretches after a warm bath or shower can help because heat relaxes muscles and makes them more pliable. You could also use a foam roller or massage stick for a few moments before stretching, especially if you feel knots or tension in your calves or thighs. Just be gentle. The goal is to ease the muscles, not strain them. If getting on and off the floor is tough, stick to stretches you can do from seated or standing position. There are plenty of senior-friendly videos online that walk you through low-impact stretches specifically designed to prevent leg cramps and improve mobility. For added safety, listen to your body. Never force a stretch or push through pain. Discomfort is okay, but sharp or sudden pain is a red flag. Go slowly, breathe deeply, and hold each stretch without bouncing. If you're unsure whether stretching is safe for you because of joint issues or recent surgery, talk with your doctor or physical therapist. Most will be glad to help you find gentle movements that fit your needs. And the truth is, most older adults can benefit greatly from this simple practice, no matter their fitness level. When it comes to fighting leg cramps, prevention is always better than reaction. Sure, you can hop out of bed and try to walk it off after a cramp hits, but wouldn't it be better to avoid it in the first place? That's the power of a good stretch. It doesn't cost anything. It doesn't take much time, and it gives your legs a chance to reset, to let go of tension, to receive more oxygen through improved blood flow, and to prepare for a restful night. Just imagine waking up in the morning with relaxed, refreshed legs instead of dealing with lingering soreness or stiffness. That's the kind of change a simple 5-minute nightly stretch routine can bring. If you've never had a bedtime stretch routine before, start tonight. Pick 2 or 3 gentle stretches, Hold each for 30 seconds per side, and breathe slowly as you do them. Set a reminder on your phone or put a sticky note on your nightstand. With consistency, you'll likely notice not just fewer cramps, but also better sleep and a greater sense of ease in your legs the next day. And if you ever find yourself doubting whether those few minutes matter, just remember, your legs do a lot for you all day long. Giving them 5 minutes of care before bed is a small price to pay for a night of peaceful, cramp-free rest. Tip number 5, add Epsom salt soaks. Sometimes the simplest remedies are the most soothing, and when it comes to calming your tired, cramp-prone legs, an Epsom salt soak is one of the most underrated tools in your toolbox. This old-fashioned remedy is making a serious comeback, especially among older adults looking for natural relief without relying on more pills. So why is it so effective? The answer lies in magnesium, the same mineral we talked about earlier that helps relax your muscles. When you soak your feet or legs in warm water mixed with Epsom salt, which is a compound made of magnesium sulfate, your body can actually absorb some of that magnesium through your skin. While the scientific community still debates how much magnesium your skin can absorb, many people report noticeable relief after regular soaks, and anecdotal evidence from physical therapists and senior care experts strongly supports its use. This is useful because low magnesium levels are one of the most common contributors to leg cramps, and soaking is a non-invasive, calming way to top up your levels while also easing muscle tension and improving blood flow. To get started, all you need is a basin or tub large enough to hold your feet or lower legs, some warm, not hot, water, and a scoop of Epsom salt. About half a cup for a foot soak, or 1 to 2 cups if you're using a bathtub. Let the salt dissolve fully, then soak for about 20 minutes. You can do this in the evening before bed to help your muscles wind down and prepare for rest. If mobility is a challenge and you can't easily get in and out of a tub, a simple foot soak while seated comfortably in a chair can still offer many of the same benefits. While you soak, close your eyes, breathe deeply, and let the warmth and minerals do their work. Many seniors find that the combination of gentle heat, mineral absorption, and muscle relaxation makes this a favorite part of their evening wind-down routine. And because it's so easy to do at home, it can become a regular part of your cramp prevention strategy with almost no effort. Adding Epsom salt to your routine is more than just muscle care. It's a form of self-care. And when your legs feel better, the rest of you often does too. People who soak regularly often report improved sleep, fewer nighttime awakenings, and even less anxiety, likely due to the calming effect warm water has on your nervous system. That relaxation response isn't just a nice side effect. It actually helps prevent leg cramps, since stress and tension can trigger muscle spasms. When you're relaxed, your body releases less cortisol, the stress hormone, and more endorphins, helping muscles stay loose and reducing the chances they'll seize up in the middle of the night. This is especially important if you tend to carry tension in your legs or if you find that cramps strike more often after a stressful day. If you're wondering how often to use Epsom salt soaks, the answer depends on your personal needs, but many seniors find that 2 to 3 times a week is enough to notice a difference. Some like to use them nightly during periods when cramps are more frequent. For instance, in the summer months when dehydration is common, or after long days of standing or walking. Others use them occasionally, as needed, when muscles feel tight or achy. There's no hard rule here. Just listen to your body. If your legs feel more relaxed, your sleep improves, or you notice fewer cramps, you're probably on the right track. You can even add calming elements like lavender essential oil or a few drops of chamomile to your soak for an added layer of relaxation, as long as your skin isn't sensitive to them. It's also worth noting that Epsom salt is inexpensive, widely available, and very safe for most people. You can find it at nearly any pharmacy, grocery store, or online. However, if you have diabetes, poor circulation, or open wounds on your legs or feet, you should check with your doctor before starting soaks, just to be sure it's appropriate for your situation. For most otherwise healthy older adults, though, this practice is an easy win. It doesn't require any fancy equipment, doesn't interact with medications, and offers a whole body calming effect that goes beyond just cramp prevention. Some seniors even combine their soaks with gentle massage afterward. Once your feet or legs are warm and soft, Try using a moisturizing lotion or a muscle-relaxing rub, and give your calves and feet a light self-massage. Use small circular motions with your fingertips or knuckles to work out any lingering tightness. This helps stimulate blood flow even further, and when done before bed, it can deepen relaxation and make sleep come more easily. If you have a partner or caregiver who can help, even better, a quick leg rub after a soak can go a long way toward calming the body and mind. When you put it all together, the warm water, the magnesium boost, the soothing effect on the nervous system, it becomes clear why Epsom salt soaks are a secret weapon for many people dealing with leg cramps. They're gentle, effective, and easy to add to your weekly rhythm. And the best part? You're giving your legs some much-needed TLC after they've worked hard for you all day long. Whether you've been out gardening, walking, running errands, or just dealing with everyday life, your legs deserve a few minutes of restoration. And you deserve a break too. So if you haven't tried this already, now is the time. Pick up a bag of Epsom salt on your next shopping trip. Block off 20 quiet minutes this evening and give it a try. Make it cozy. Light a candle, play soft music, or just sit in silence. Let your legs soak up the warmth, the minerals, and the relief. This simple act might just become your new favorite habit, one that your muscles will thank you for night after night. Tip number 6. Watch out for diuretics and medications. One of the most surprising and often overlooked reasons behind recurring leg cramps has nothing to do with what you eat or how much water you drink. It's what's already in your medicine cabinet. That's right. Some of the most common medications taken by older adults in the U.S. can actually trigger or worsen leg cramps. And if you're experiencing painful spasms despite making healthy lifestyle changes, your prescriptions could be the missing piece of the puzzle. This is important because as we age, many of us are managing chronic conditions like high blood pressure, heart disease, or cholesterol issues, and the medications used to treat these conditions, such as diuretics, statins, and certain beta blockers, can sometimes mess with our electrolyte balance, disrupt nerve signaling, or dehydrate us in ways that make muscle cramps more likely. The body is a delicate system, and when medications interfere with how our muscles get the minerals they need or how well our nerves communicate, the result can show up in the form of those sudden, painful contractions in your calves, feet, or thighs, often when you're trying to sleep. So how do you know if your meds might be contributing to your cramps? Start by looking at whether you're taking diuretics, often called water pills, which are frequently prescribed for high blood pressure and heart failure. These medications cause your body to flush out excess fluids, which sounds like a good thing, and it often is, but along with that fluid goes vital minerals like potassium, sodium, calcium, and magnesium. These minerals are key to proper muscle function, and when levels drop, your muscles become more sensitive and prone to cramping. Likewise, statins, which are commonly used to manage cholesterol, have been known to cause muscle pain, stiffness, and sometimes cramping as a side effect in a small percentage of users. Even medications that don't list cramps as a side effect can contribute if they interact with your electrolyte balance, affect hydration, or interfere with your nervous system. To protect yourself, the best first step is simple awareness. If you've recently started a new medication and noticed an uptick in cramping, mention it to your doctor. Don't stop any prescribed medication on your own. That's important, but do keep a written list of your symptoms when they occur and how severe they are. Share this list during your next visit and ask whether your medications could be playing a role. Sometimes, your doctor can suggest an alternative with fewer side effects or recommend ways to support your body while on the current treatment. This might include adjusting your supplement routine to include magnesium or potassium, tweaking your hydration plan, or timing your medication differently. For example, taking diuretics earlier in the day may reduce the risk of nighttime cramping while also allowing you to get better sleep without frequent bathroom trips. There's also something empowering about understanding how your medications interact with your body, especially when so many of us have been taught to just take what the doctor gives you without question. In today's healthcare environment, it's more important than ever to be your own advocate, and your muscles will thank you for it. You deserve to feel comfortable and pain-free, especially when your medications are supposed to help you feel better, not worse. Asking the right questions, staying informed, And working collaboratively with your healthcare team puts the control back in your hands and can lead to better outcomes overall. If you're already on medications that may contribute to cramping and can't switch due to medical necessity, don't worry. There are still ways to support your body. You can be more intentional about your intake of cramp-fighting nutrients like magnesium, potassium, and calcium, whether through food or supplements. You can double down on hydration, especially during hot weather or after physical activity, to keep your electrolyte level stable. And you can create a muscle-soothing routine that includes stretching, warm compresses, or Epsom salt soaks to counterbalance the tension caused by certain meds. Many seniors find that by combining these supportive strategies with careful medication monitoring, they can minimize the impact and get back to enjoying their days and nights without the interruption of cramps. Also, don't overlook the importance of regular lab work. Your doctor can run blood tests to check your electrolyte levels and kidney function, which can provide valuable clues as to whether your medications are causing mineral imbalances. This is especially helpful if you're on a combination of prescriptions, since drug interactions can sometimes create effects that wouldn't be obvious when looking at just one medication alone. By staying on top of these checkups and being proactive, you can catch imbalances early before they lead to painful muscle symptoms. It's a small effort that can pay off in major comfort. Sometimes the conversation around medication side effects can feel intimidating, especially when the names of the drugs are long and the side effects lists are even longer. But you don't need a medical degree to understand your own body. You know when something doesn't feel right. You know when cramps are becoming more frequent, more painful, or more disruptive. And you absolutely have the right to ask your healthcare provider if there's a connection between what you're taking and what you're feeling. That simple question could open the door to a better medication fit, or at the very least, more targeted support for your muscles. At the end of the day, we all want to feel like ourselves, strong, stable, and able to sleep through the night without being jolted awake by painful spasms. Watching out for how your medications might be affecting you is one of the smartest, most empowering things you can do for your health. It's not about blaming the medicine. It's about creating a plan that supports the whole you. Your legs, your sleep, your peace of mind, they all deserve the same care and attention as the rest of your body. So take a moment today to look over your meds, start that conversation with your doctor, and take another confident step toward a cramp-free life. Tip heb je 7. Boost vitamin D and calcium. If you've ever wondered why your muscles feel twitchy, weak, or downright crampy, even when you're eating well and staying hydrated, there's a hidden connection you might be missing. And it has everything to do with two powerhouse nutrients, vitamin D and calcium. This matters because without enough of these two working together, your muscles can't function the way they're supposed to. Calcium is the mineral responsible for helping muscles contract properly, while vitamin D acts like a gatekeeper, making sure your body can absorb and use that calcium efficiently. When you're low on one or both, which is surprisingly common among older adults in the U.S., muscle cramps can start to creep in, especially in the legs. This is especially important for seniors because as we age, our ability to produce vitamin D from sunlight decreases. And at the same time, our bones and muscles become more reliant on these nutrients for strength, coordination, and balance. A 2020 study published in Frontiers in Physiology even found that older adults with low vitamin D were significantly more likely to experience muscle weakness and cramps compared to those with adequate levels. So if you've been battling recurring cramps without a clear reason, this could be your missing link. To start supporting your body with these nutrients, you don't have to overhaul your entire diet, just make a few smart additions. Let's talk calcium first. It's found in familiar foods like dairy products, such as milk, yogurt, and cheese, but also in fortified plant-based options like almond milk or soy milk if you're avoiding lactose. Leafy greens like kale, broccoli, and bok choy are also great sources. But remember, eating calcium isn't enough. Your body needs vitamin D to absorb it. That's why so many seniors are told to take both together, especially if they're at risk of osteoporosis or muscle weakness. Vitamin D can be found in fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and tuna, as well as in egg yolks and fortified foods like breakfast cereals and orange juice. And of course, There's sunshine, one of the best natural sources. Just 10 to 20 minutes of sun exposure a few times a week on bare skin, like your arms or legs, can help your body make the vitamin D it needs. But that depends on where you live, the time of year, and even your skin tone. People with darker skin need more sunlight to produce the same amount of vitamin D. In colder regions, or for those who stay indoors more often, a supplement might be the most reliable option. Now, let's say you're getting enough vitamin D and calcium, but cramps still show up. What gives? The answer could lie in how consistent you are and whether your body is truly absorbing what you're giving it. Some medications, especially those used for acid reflux or osteoporosis, can interfere with nutrient absorption. Others, like corticosteroids or certain seizure medications, may deplete your vitamin D levels over time. That's why it's so helpful to check in with your doctor and ask for a simple blood test. Many seniors are surprised to find their vitamin D levels are low even when they thought they were doing everything right. If your doctor recommends a supplement, make sure you're choosing 8D3 form, which is better absorbed than D2, and consider taking it with a meal that contains healthy fats like avocado or nuts to boost absorption even further. It's also worth noting that calcium supplements can sometimes cause issues if taken in high doses or without balance. Too much calcium at once can lead to constipation or even interfere with the absorption of other minerals like magnesium and zinc. That's why the current recommendation is to spread your calcium intake throughout the day, through both food and supplements, and not to exceed 500 to 600 milligrams in a single dose. For most older adults, aiming for a total of around 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams of calcium daily, combined with 800 to 1,000 IU of vitamin D, is considered a good target, but again, your doctor can help tailor this to your specific needs. The key here is balance. Just like your muscles rely on a balance of nutrients to fire smoothly, your health plan works best when all the pieces support each other. And here's a bonus tip. Magnesium also plays a role in how your body uses vitamin D and calcium. So make sure you're not neglecting this third player in the muscle health trio. Pumpkin seeds, black beans, and leafy greens are great sources, and many people find that once they start paying attention to these three nutrients together, their cramps begin to fade. It's not about overloading your body with pills. It's about giving your body the tools it needs to function the way it's meant to. For many older adults, simply adjusting their diet to include more calcium and vitamin D-rich foods, getting a little more sun, and checking their blood levels once or twice a year makes a noticeable difference in how their legs feel. They report fewer cramps at night, less muscle fatigue during the day, and a renewed sense of energy that allows them to keep walking, gardening, or playing with the grandkids without interruption. That's what we want for you too, because when your muscles are supported from the inside out, everything gets easier, from climbing stairs to stretching in the morning to simply sleeping through the night without that sudden, stabbing pain in your calves. It may seem like a small thing, tweaking your vitamin D or calcium intake, but these small changes add up. Think of it like reinforcing the foundation of a house. Your muscles are constantly working behind the scenes, and when they're supported with the right nutrients, they stay strong, stable, and smooth. You deserve that kind of support, and the good news is it's completely within reach. Whether it's a glass of milk, a walk in the sun, or a quick conversation with your doctor about supplements, you can start today and build a stronger, cramp-free tomorrow. So don't ignore the quiet signals your muscles are sending. Nourish them, protect them, and let them carry you confidently through every step of life ahead. Tip hekje 8. Wear supportive footwear. When it comes to preventing leg cramps, many people don't realize that the shoes they wear can play a huge role. This is especially true for seniors who spend a lot of time walking, standing, or even just going about daily activities. Wearing supportive footwear is crucial because shoes that lack proper cushioning or arch support can throw off your entire body's alignment. This misalignment can create unnecessary tension in your legs, hips, and knees, which in turn can lead to muscle fatigue and painful cramps. Think about it. Your feet are the foundation of your body. When they aren't supported well, your muscles have to work harder to keep you balanced and moving smoothly. Over time, this extra work can cause those tight, cramping sensations that disrupt your comfort and sleep. Research shows that poor footwear can contribute to lower limb pain and muscle strain, especially in older adults, because the natural cushioning of your foot's fat pad tends to thin with age, making external support even more vital. To start improving your footwear, the first step is to assess what you're currently wearing. If your shoes are worn down, have flat soles, or don't feel comfortable after short walks, it's probably time for an upgrade. Look for shoes that offer good arch support, a cushioned sole, and a snug but not tight fit. Brands like New Balance, Brooks, or Asics are often recommended for their supportive designs, but you don't have to stick to specific brands. The key is finding shoes that make your feet feel stable and secure without causing pressure points. If you have foot conditions like flat feet or plantar fasciitis, consider visiting a podiatrist who can recommend custom orthotics or inserts tailored specifically for your foot shape. These can help correct imbalances and provide extra shock absorption, reducing strain on your calves and thighs that might otherwise trigger cramps. Another important factor is how often you replace your shoes. Even the best sneakers lose their cushioning and support after about 300 to 500 miles of use. For seniors who may not keep track of mileage, a good rule of thumb is to replace walking or exercise shoes every 6 to 12 months, depending on how often you wear them. Continuing to use worn-out shoes can subtly increase muscle fatigue and joint stress, making cramps more likely. So, keeping fresh shoes in rotation can actually help keep your leg muscles relaxed and happy. You might be thinking, but I like my slippers or sandals around the house. While comfort is important, even at home, wearing slippers with some arch support or a firm sole can help maintain proper alignment and reduce cramping risk. Many people tend to walk barefoot or wear flat, unsupportive slippers, especially inside, which might feel good in the moment, but can contribute to muscle tension over time. If you're prone to leg cramps at night, it might help to change into supportive shoes during the day to ease muscle tightness before bedtime. Of course, balance is key. Your feet need a rest too, so alternating supportive shoes with comfortable barefoot time on soft surfaces like carpet can be beneficial. In addition to shoes, pay attention to your socks. Thick, cushioned socks can provide extra comfort and prevent foot fatigue. Socks made from breathable materials help keep your feet dry and reduce irritation, which can indirectly impact muscle health by preventing uncomfortable walking or standing patterns. Compression socks are another option some seniors find helpful. They improve circulation in the legs, reduce swelling, and may decrease muscle cramping, especially for those who stand or sit for long periods. However, be sure to talk with your doctor before starting compression socks, especially if you have circulation or heart problems. One more important point is the way you walk and stand. Even with the best shoes, poor posture or an uneven gait can cause your muscles to overwork and cramp. You might benefit from simple exercises that strengthen your foot muscles, improve balance, and encourage better walking mechanics. For example, trying toe curls, heel raises, or simply walking barefoot on different textured surfaces can improve foot strength and flexibility. Physical therapy or a professional gait analysis might also be worth considering if you notice frequent cramps or discomfort despite wearing good shoes. Often, combining supportive footwear with these exercises creates a powerful synergy that keeps cramps at bay. Wearing the right shoes also connects to overall mobility and confidence. When your feet feel supported, you're more likely to stay active, which further improves circulation and muscle health, both key to preventing cramps. Staying active also helps maintain a healthy weight, reducing pressure on your joints and muscles. Conversely, foot pain and cramps can lead to less movement, creating a cycle of stiffness and discomfort. So investing in good footwear is not just about your feet. It's an important step for your whole body's well-being. Remember, buying supportive shoes doesn't mean sacrificing style. Nowadays, many brands offer a variety of attractive, comfortable options that fit both your health needs and your personal taste. Whether you prefer sneakers, walking shoes, or even some casual dress shoes with built-in support, you can find options that make you look and feel good. And don't forget that trying on shoes later in the day, when your feet are naturally more swollen, can help you choose a size that stays comfortable all day long. Finally, keep in mind that comfort is subjective. What worked for your neighbor or friend might not be perfect for you. Be patient and listen to your body. When your legs feel less tired, your steps more stable, and those pesky cramps start to fade, you'll know you've found the right footwear solution. And that's a simple but powerful step towards ending leg cramps forever. If you want to keep your legs happy and cramp-free, now's the time to check your shoes. A small change here can make a big difference in how you move and feel every day. When your feet get the support they deserve, your whole body thanks you. And those nighttime cramps just might become a thing of the past. Tip number 9, move more during the day. One of the most overlooked but incredibly effective ways to prevent leg cramps is simply to move more during the day. You might think that sitting or resting a lot would help your legs relax, but in reality, long periods of inactivity actually cause your muscles to tighten up, blood flow to slow down, and stiffness to build, all of which set the stage for those painful spasms you want to avoid. Especially as we get older, our circulation naturally decreases, and our muscles lose some of their flexibility and strength. When you stay in one position too long, whether sitting in a chair or lying down on the couch, your leg muscles aren't getting the movement they need to stay loose and well-nourished with oxygen-rich blood. This makes cramps more likely to strike, sometimes even waking you up at night with sharp pain. The good news is that making simple changes to your daily routine that encourage frequent movement can have a powerful impact on preventing leg cramps and improving your overall muscle health. The reason moving regularly helps is that muscle contractions help pump blood back up from your legs toward your heart, supporting healthy circulation. Better circulation means your muscles get more oxygen and essential nutrients, and it helps flush out waste products that can contribute to muscle fatigue and cramping. Studies have shown that even light activity, like standing up and walking around every hour, can reduce the risk of cramps and improve muscle performance, especially in older adults. So this tip isn't about running marathons or hitting the gym hard. It's about simple, consistent movement that fits into your lifestyle and keeps your legs happy throughout the day. To put this into practice, start by breaking up long periods of sitting. For example, if you're watching TV, reading, or working at a desk, set a timer to remind yourself to stand up and move around every 30 to 60 minutes. You don't need to do anything complicated, just a short walk around the house, marching in place for a minute, or even standing up and doing a few gentle leg lifts or ankle circles can be enough to stimulate your muscles and circulation. These little bursts of movement help prevent blood pooling and muscle stiffness, reducing the chance of cramping later. If you have mobility issues or find it hard to stand for long periods, seated exercises like leg lifts, ankle pumps, or gentle stretches can be very helpful too. Walking is one of the best ways to keep your legs healthy and cramp-free. Aim for at least 10 minutes of walking every hour you're awake, if possible. This can be as simple as a stroll around your neighborhood, a quick trip to the mailbox, or walking up and down the hallway a few times. Not only does walking increase blood flow, but it also strengthens your calf muscles, which are commonly affected by cramps. Stronger muscles tend to cramp less, so staying active this way can break the cycle of pain and stiffness. Plus, walking outdoors can boost your mood, improve vitamin D levels from sunlight, and promote overall cardiovascular health. All great bonuses for seniors. If you enjoy group activities or socializing, consider joining a gentle exercise class tailored for seniors, like chair yoga, tai chi, or water aerobics. These activities encourage safe, controlled movement and stretching while building strength and balance. Many community centers or senior centers offer these classes, and they can be a fun way to stay motivated and meet people with similar goals. Regular participation can make a huge difference in reducing leg cramps, improving flexibility, and increasing your overall sense of well-being. For those who spend most of the day sitting due to work or lifestyle, simple modifications can help. Try placing your feet flat on the floor and avoid crossing your legs for long periods, as these habits can restrict blood flow. Use a footrest if needed to keep your legs at a comfortable angle. Stretch your calves and thighs periodically while seated by extending your legs and flexing your ankles up and down. These small movements help keep your muscles engaged without requiring you to get up every time. Over time, these changes add up, making cramps less frequent and less intense. Another practical idea is to incorporate standing or walking meetings into your day, if possible, or pace while talking on the phone. This might feel strange at first, but it's a simple way to increase your movement without needing extra time set aside for exercise. Remember, the goal is to reduce sedentary time and keep your muscles active regularly. Even gardening, house chores, or gentle stretching while watching TV count as helpful movement. If you're unsure how to start or have specific health concerns, check with your healthcare provider or a physical therapist. They can help create a customized plan that fits your needs, including safe exercises and ways to build endurance gradually. Physical therapists can also guide you in improving your posture and gait, which supports better muscle function and reduces cramping risk. For instance, they might teach you how to walk with correct form to prevent muscle imbalances or suggest strengthening exercises targeting weak areas. It's also important to listen to your body and avoid overexertion. While staying active is essential, pushing too hard or ignoring pain can lead to injuries that may make cramping worse. Balance activity with rest and stay hydrated to support your muscles as you increase movement. If you notice swelling, persistent pain, or sudden new cramps, be sure to talk to your doctor to rule out other underlying issues like circulation problems or nerve conditions. In summary, moving more during the day helps keep your leg muscles flexible, improves blood flow, and reduces stiffness, all of which protect against leg cramps. The best part is that even small, simple changes like standing every hour, walking short distances, and doing easy seated exercises can add up to big benefits. You don't need fancy equipment or hours at the gym. Just consistent movement that fits your lifestyle can make a world of difference in your leg health and comfort. By making movement a priority and incorporating these habits into your daily routine, you're taking an active role in preventing leg cramps and enhancing your overall quality of life. Your legs will thank you with less pain, better mobility, and more freedom to enjoy the activities you love. So, start small, stay consistent, and watch how your body responds. Remember, the goal is progress, not perfection. If you've tried moving more during the day and noticed fewer cramps or better leg comfort, please share your experience in the comments below. Hearing what works for others can inspire and support everyone in this community. And if you haven't started yet, today is the perfect day to take that first step toward a cramp-free life. Together, we can make those painful leg cramps a distant memory. Tip number 10. Cut back on caffeine and alcohol. When it comes to managing leg cramps, many people overlook the significant impact that caffeine and alcohol consumption can have on muscle health and hydration. Although these two beverages are common parts of many people's daily routines, especially in the United States where morning coffee and social drinks are part of the culture, cutting back on them can be a game changer for reducing leg cramps. The reason is simple. Both caffeine and alcohol are diuretics, meaning they increase urine production, which leads to more fluid loss from the body. This dehydration effect can disturb the delicate balance of minerals like magnesium, potassium, and calcium, key players in muscle function. When your body loses these essential electrolytes, your muscles become more prone to involuntary contractions and painful spasms, exactly what you want to avoid when battling leg cramps. Moreover, caffeine can sometimes overstimulate your nervous system, causing muscles to twitch or become tense, while alcohol, especially when consumed in excess, can interfere with your sleep quality, making nighttime cramps even more troublesome. Cutting back on caffeine and alcohol is helpful because it supports better hydration and mineral balance, which are foundational to muscle health. Studies have shown that excessive caffeine intake can lead to increased urinary excretion of magnesium and potassium, minerals critical for muscle relaxation and contraction. Similarly, alcohol, while it might seem to relax you, actually disrupts your body's fluid and electrolyte homeostasis, increasing your risk of cramps and other muscle issues. For seniors, who often have a naturally reduced ability to retain fluids and minerals due to aging kidneys and other factors, this effect can be even more pronounced. Keeping your intake of these substances moderate, especially in the afternoon and evening, helps your body maintain the right internal environment for smooth muscle function and fewer cramps. To put this into practice, start by becoming mindful of how much caffeine and alcohol you're consuming daily. The average cup of coffee contains around 95 milligrams of caffeine, and many people drink several cups per day without realizing the cumulative effect. Try limiting your caffeine intake to no more than 2 cups of coffee or tea per day, and avoid caffeine after early afternoon to prevent interference with your sleep and nighttime muscle relaxation. If you find it difficult to reduce caffeine suddenly, gradually substitute with lower caffeine options like green tea or herbal teas, which have less stimulant effect and can be hydrating. Some herbal teas like chamomile or peppermint also have calming properties that may help soothe your muscles and prepare your body for rest. Regarding alcohol, it's a good idea to moderate your consumption by limiting yourself to 1 drink per day or less, especially in the evening hours. If you do choose to drink, make sure to balance it with plenty of water before, during, and after to counteract dehydration. Drinking a glass of water between alcoholic beverages can slow consumption and keep you better hydrated overall. Avoid heavy drinking or binge sessions, as these can severely disrupt your electrolyte balance and muscle function, making cramps more likely. If you notice that leg cramps tend to follow nights when you've had alcohol, that's a strong sign your body is struggling to maintain hydration and mineral levels. Another helpful tip is to monitor your body's response. Some people are more sensitive to caffeine and alcohol effects on muscle cramps than others. Keep a journal tracking your intake and any cramps or muscle symptoms you experience. This can help you identify personal triggers and make informed adjustments. Remember, this isn't about eliminating all enjoyment. Rather, it's about finding a balance that supports your muscle health and keeps cramps at bay. Along with reducing caffeine and alcohol, focus on increasing your intake of water and electrolyte-rich fluids throughout the day. Drinking at least 8 to 10 glasses of water daily is essential, and you can enhance hydration by adding small amounts of natural electrolytes like a pinch of sea salt, fresh lemon juice, or coconut water. These options help replenish minerals that caffeine and alcohol might flush out, improving muscle function and reducing cramp risk. Keeping a reusable water bottle with you can be a great reminder to sip frequently and stay hydrated. It's also worth noting that certain medications can interact with caffeine or alcohol and influence your risk of leg cramps. For example, some blood pressure medications or diuretics might make your muscles more sensitive to dehydration or mineral imbalances. If you take prescription drugs, talk to your healthcare provider about your caffeine and alcohol habits so they can help you manage your intake safely. They may recommend monitoring your electrolyte levels or adjusting medication dosages if needed. In summary, cutting back on caffeine and alcohol helps your body maintain the hydration and mineral balance critical for muscle health and cramp prevention. By moderating these common drinks, especially later in the day, you're supporting your muscles' ability to relax and function properly, reducing painful spasms and improving your overall comfort. The best part is that these adjustments are simple to make, don't require special equipment or expensive supplements, and can bring noticeable relief when combined with other healthy habits like proper hydration, balanced nutrition, and regular movement. If you're ready to try cutting back on caffeine and alcohol, start with small changes. Swap 1 coffee for herbal tea, reduce evening drinks, and drink plenty of water throughout the day. See how your body responds over the next week or two, and notice if your leg cramps decrease in frequency or intensity. If they do, share your success and tips in the comments to help others in the community. And if you find it challenging to make these changes, remember that every small step counts, and it's okay to progress gradually toward your goal. Together, we can build habits that support strong, cramp-free legs and better health as we age. After exploring all these tips, you can see how small but powerful changes in your daily routine and diet can make a huge difference in ending those frustrating leg cramps once and for all. From adding magnesium-rich foods to your meals, staying properly hydrated, and stretching before bed, to moderating caffeine and alcohol intake, every step you take supports your muscles in staying relaxed, well-nourished, and well-hydrated. These changes don't just reduce cramps. They improve your overall muscle health, circulation, and even your sleep quality, which means you wake up feeling better and more energized. Remember, leg cramps are often your body's way of signaling it needs more care and balance, especially as we age. So, by listening to these signals and taking simple, practical actions, you're giving your legs the support they need to stay strong and comfortable. Now it's your turn. Try out these tips over the next week or so and pay attention to how your body responds. You might find that just 1 or 2 changes, like drinking more water or stretching before bed, can already make your nights more peaceful and cramp-free. Or you might discover that a combination of several tips works best for you. The key is consistency and being gentle with yourself as you adjust your habits. If you're already experiencing leg cramps regularly, don't wait to start. Small improvements now can prevent bigger problems later. If you found this guide helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more easy, senior-friendly health advice that fits your lifestyle. And we'd love to hear from you. What tips are you excited to try first? Have you discovered other natural remedies for leg cramps? Share your stories and questions in the comments below so we can learn and grow together. Remember, you're not alone in this journey, and every positive change you make is a step toward a healthier, happier you. Thank you for spending this time with us. Here's to peaceful nights, happy legs, and a vibrant life ahead.